Welcome in, welcome in. That might be a little bit too blue. I thought it'd be fun to be a little bit bluer, but that was too blue. Too much. But welcome in, welcome in. I hope everybody's doing well. We're here to continue on day 7 of the Blue Prince. We've already, doing really well. I mean, yes, it is my second technical playthrough. Let's see. Get my allowance. 70 footsteps. Let's go do the, I can't jump. I want to jump. I'm a little kid who want to skip down the hall or pathways and through the halls. Come on, man. Tool shed to start out with. Already working well. Booyah. And the magnifying glass. Wonderful. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope we're all having a good evening. Hope we had a good weekend. And you guys can't hear jack and squat of the game. I just realized that. Not that much is playing right now. If I just have my volume down. No? Sup, Green Jeans? How you doing, man? We just started. I got the tool shed. Hi, babies. Hi. Yes. Got the magnifying glass and the metal detector. Good lazy day. Those are the best kind, man. Mine wasn't lazy. I've actually been productive. Let's go left to start because almost every time I ask, that's where you guys tell me to go. Hallway would probably be best, no matter how much I want to do. What's up, Tater? Long time no see. How's things going? Balur? Because that moves us forward. Hope we all had a good weekend. Or, if you work, hope it wasn't too bad. Worked. The black box is black. Well, that's telling the truth. The black box is empty. The black box is true. So, all of these can't be true. One has to be lying. So, this is where we run into a problem. Because each one of these could be lying. And each one of these could be telling the truth. So we have the black box is black. Well, that's true. That doesn't mean it has the gems in it, though. The black box is true. But if the black box is true, the black box is empty. So this one would have the gems in it if it's lying. But if this one's telling the truth and this one's lying, it means the gems are in here. Or most likely. My guess would be this one is the liar. So the black box, or that one, so these two lied. This one was the only one telling the truth. So it was 2 lies and a truth. I'm glad I really didn't think too much of it. Better now that you don't have work today. Had to make sure have at least my birthday off since John is coming down for it. Been busy overall. How we're doing good. Yeah, I know your birthday's coming up. Oh, do we grab the key card but lock ourselves? It feels weird. Feels weird that... Oh, that it can't be like that time already? Yeah, I'm going to claim the key card because I don't know if I'm going to pull that card again. Retrieve item. So now we have the key card. Yeah, I know, like, it doesn't feel like, you know, it shouldn't be, you know, just a couple of months or so before my birthday. Wow, hallway to a corridor. Such inventive architecture. Like, my God. Ah, I see you. Dark, dark, door, door. But what if it's a door, door, dark, dark? Bedroom or secret passage? Still needs a fedora. An actual fedora, not a trilby. So many people call what, you know, the typical internet nice guy wears a fedora, and it's like, no, that's a trilby. Yes. Secret passage, dark, dark, door, door. It's been a while, so I had to think of it. No, I don't need halls. Another bedroom wouldn't be bad. But if I get the wrong bedroom, it's going to lock us out. Definitely don't need a red room. And a merchant room or place to buy stuff wouldn't really do much good. Again, you know, I almost always have to go with Green Thumb because they're the most often opening to multiple passages with little to no extra stuff. Special cost bypassed? Sounds good to me. Although the cloister is also another good one. Ooh. All right. So, cloister or aquarium? The aquarium is cool. I agree. The aquarium is basically one of every room, sort of. It counts as all of them. Go with the cloister. Oh, you see my new cup? It was only 20 bucks. And it's an iron flask. Looks like a Stanley, but it's an iron flask. Yes, I'm just moving the cup. It's okay. And when I get the new camera, you know what I'm going to do? I am literally going to try and figure out how to put a camera on the side there so people can see that you actually sit next to me while I'm streaming. There is going to be a kitty cam. Wait, that sounds wrong. Don't take that out of context. It is a camera for the cat, Ash, not a kitty cam. Leave me alone. Now I just need a Chauvel. So... Too late, the fanfiction's quill stops for no man. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, if the seal is messed up, there's not much you can do about that. But they're actually still pretty cheap on Amazon. Oh, do I take the 10 extra steps? I can use the bedroom to go up, but it's not... I think they're like $30 or $40 now on Amazon. Hell, but you know, somebody's birthday's coming up. Might need to put a pin in that one. But yeah, this is a 40-ounce tumbler, like the Stanley Cups. And it was 20 bucks. Iron flask I could use a sponsorship. It's not like I don't use enough of your stuff. Like, to give you guys an idea, I've probably had this one for close to 10 years. Right, the tumbler. The only problem is they were all out of them. And I don't know if they're going to be making any more. I am doing good. Well, this one's basically a Stanley Mock. It's an iron flask. Jug is a toe breaker for you when you're crafting. And yes, welcome in, coffee. Yeah, this one's just basically kind of like a Stanley, but I like Iron Flask better because I've used that particular brand for so long. I have huge trust in it. Oh yeah, giant metal cups, custom coffee blends, and beef jerky spawn. Speaking of custom coffee blends, went to HEB this weekend. It's a Texas grocery chain store. And on a splurge, I bought like 1 pound of their Texas pecan coffee. Oh, that is so good. It is so good. Just saying. This one continues on. Yeah, it was good. You know, and it's not often, you know, because I like hazelnut, but I get kind of tired of it being the only Give me 1 second and I'll answer that, coffee. But like most often people just use hazelnut. They don't use pretty much any of the other nuts for coffee mixes, and pecan, it was so good. Oh, I love hazelnut too, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't like hazelnut. I'm just saying it's like all you ever find. Oh, dang. Of course it's locked. I have a second option. Oh, you weren't genuinely asking? Okay. Honestly, since it's already 3 a.m., it's too late to study during the day, is it not? So you must study during the night. And yes, I know, I'm being facetious back. And facetious means I'm joking. Don't take me seriously. Seriously, you must be, or surely you must be joking. Yes, I am, and don't call me Shirley. Turn it into a candy. Ooh. Hey, do that, like, remember when you made the orange thing? The orange peel candied oranges or whatever that I really liked? Can you do something like that with watermelon? That links everything. You know, serious question there. Oh my God. Everybody just has to be logged. But how are you doing, coffee? Yeah. Let's get our star on. 4. What was 4? Dimondus Minor. Ooh, pickle it. You already processed the peel? Okay. Well, I thought it was worth a try. You're tired and you miss your wife. Well, get better aim, coffee. I mean, with how many times you miss your wife, you think you would actually work on your aim. I'm just saying. You just keep missing. Don't hurt me, coffee. It's a joke. I don't know why, but I apparently seem to be in a mood to give people a bit of a ration of shit. Maybe it is the iron sight. It can be bent easily nowadays. That is very true. Yap about point. Oh, and coffee. I am really sorry about when I was playing Sons of the Forest. So much was going on that it was hard for me to keep track of what you were doing. Well, of course it was Gen X humor, coffee. I'm Gen X-ish. I'm technically like a zillennial. But it also depends on who. It depends on who you talk to. Like, really, I've actually looked into it. Oh, okay. At least I wasn't accused of having boomer humor. Moolah! Ooh, Chevelle. I can afford Chevelle. Key would have been nice, but I'll take the shovel. Boomer humor, surprisingly, not that racist. I'm not racist. Okay, kind of. I hate NASCAR. Why did I buy the gem? I didn't mean to buy the gem. That's at us. Oh, the terrace makes it so I don't have to spend gems. You know they're joking. It's just a little meh. Well, see, here's the thing is that most Gen Xers grew up in a time when everybody had to be PC. Everybody had to find ways to make clean jokes, even though you damn well knew you didn't want to make clean jokes. You knew that that was not the humor you wanted to go for. You wanted to be a cheeky bastard. I'm buying a key this time because... Yes, exactly. You know, boomer humor. You don't know if Grandpa is making a bad joke or you can't let him meet your friend Havid. Sorry. Oh, I don't have enough. So I wasted steps to find out I didn't have enough. Ooh, you're making a spam bowl for a late dinner? Nice. And still won't be enough. But I have Chevelle. Not to be confused with the Chevy Chevelle. The problem is that most of the boomers I ran into with a mildly upsetting racist sense of humor yes, Tater Tot was making a spam bowl for late dinner. The hatchet harness for the huntress is almost done. You'll have to send me a picture. Gen Z, my humor is self-deprecation, trauma dumping, and absurdism. Did you just say spam bowl? I will say that Gen Z humor, yeah. Self-deprecation, trauma dumping, and absurdism, that's also my humor. See, I'm an equal opportunity offender. Let's just get that out of the way right now. I will make jokes about myself, about others. It doesn't really matter. Aha. I can now afford a key, but I was already going this way because I wanted to open up because I locked myself out. Yeah, I thought I was going the wrong way. So I've only got one doorway that I can use here, so a locked room is fine. Do we want items? Or do we want the storeroom to get the key so we don't have to spend money and 10 gold? That is a freaking tough choice, because the passageway is absolutely useless there. But the closet and storeroom are good. I can also redraw the floor plans, but I don't see why I would do that. Any suggestions or ideas? Well, bye-bye, miss. You're the queer friend. I have straight friends ask me if their jokes are offensive. Oh, well then I'm pretty good. Closet? Yeah, I've made some off-color jokes to my queer friends that thought they were freaking hilarious. Because I don't use slurs in my jokes. That's just weak humor. That's just weak sauce. Utility closet. Because I don't need to solve the puzzle anymore. Keycard entry system off. Gymnasium off. Darkroom on. Garage on. Yes, exactly. Talking about gay jokes while going into the closet. And this one's a utility closet, so it has tools. If I have to elaborate, I'm not gonna. You know what? You got a point. I have the key card. Why turn it off? That way, if I run into a key card door, before I run... Thank you, Green Jeans. Before I run into the security room... And just go... I don't have keys yet. I have to go all the way to the commissary. That's the joke there, Coffee. Your mom, for Mother's Day, your mom bought herself a air fryer Instapot because we trust Instapot. Yeah, just to the commissary. I'm running weak on steps. Key, and I'm one short of buying another. Which means I have to go all the way back up to the den. Right? I mean, Instapots are friggin' wonderful. Like, they are such a shortcut in cooking. Or they're just a fire and forget cooking. No, I have to go with the chapel. Lose one to gain two. So, of course it's locked. It does something beauty related. That's kind of cool. Was it those like red light masks? I gotta buy another key. Yes, to the observation. And your wife got you a heart attack. When doesn't she? Didn't you prank her not that long ago, so it's only fair? Yeah, the red light mask that's supposed to increase collagen. I don't know how much the science actually works, but it kind of makes sense. If blue light really affects us mentally, it would only make sense that red light might affect us physically. Helps with bacterial growth too. Well, we can't lock ourselves out. Mother's Day before, okay. Well, no, Mother's Day is early in Ireland. Well, yeah, because USA has their own day for it. So, keycard system. So what we're going to do is set security level to high, so we encounter Mordor. And the offline mode to unlocked just because. So, yeah. Well, yap time. As opposed to nap time. No, I don't want... Darkroom can work. I'm not going all the way back to the closet to turn the darkroom back on. I'll take the rarer one. Why is this a rare one? There's legit nothing in it. Like, there's no use to that. Well, crap. I wasn't paying attention to my steps. If I was, I wouldn't have even stepped in. Save and continue. Orcs are humans genetically modified to be able to survive the harshest conditions. Sorry, Green Jeans. I was too fast. I wasn't paying attention. You were right. I should have redrawn. I wasn't paying attention to steps. So now I lost the key card because I'm an idiot. Time to go to the outer room. Trading post items for trade, but I don't have anything to trade. Shrine, I only have 2, which gives me the ballerina, which allows me to use gems to rotate floor plans. There's no reason to rotate any of these floor plans. Shelter will give me another gem and a chance to screw up on the friggin' safe again, because I've never been able to. I think I figured it out once. Because if I remember right, it starts on November 8th. Not the 7th like they try to tell you. So if it's the 8th, day 8, so it's the 16th. Or not November. It's the 8th day. Is it November? What day is it supposed to be? Is it October? Bones are more than twice as thick as humans, and their most vital blood vessels flow within their skeleton to keep them more protected. That's actually a really cool idea. We need to work on that in the future. Set unlock date. (16th). (10 a.m.) 10 a.m. That should be it. Which will have to come back out here. Unless I'm completely forgetting what month it's supposed to be. I would swear that it's supposed to be November. We've got 2 hours before it's open. An hour and a half before it's open, according to that. So we went left last time. Let's go right. Let's go the right way. Den's always good to have right off the front door. That way, you know, guests you may or may not want to actually be there, you're not exactly happy with. Orcs have infinitely regenerating teeth like rodents, if a tooth is lost, it will grow back like a shark. Boar-like tusks that will often have piercings as a sign of status. Nice. I like that idea. Observatory. Southern Cross. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Well, that bodes well. And I mean that honestly. Zoom. Pantry, commissary, or chapel. I don't want the chapel. November 14th. Yeah, I've got time. So you're saying day 8, it would be the 14th if it starts on the 8th? So 8th is day 1. So 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. It'd be the 15th, not the 14th. You're a day off. Oh. That might be why I have never been able to get this stupid thing open. Or if I did, it was by luck. So yeah, if it's the 15th. Or if the story starts on the 6th. I thought they said it started on the 7th. So that it's one day ahead. So the 8th is when you actually show up. Oh, I'm so glad to have a handled mug again. Or not a handled, just a mug of some kind. So how am I going to vamp the screen time right now? Orcs use a form of capitalism that instead of using an artificial currency, uses natural resources, specifically fruits and vegetables. Actually, that kind of makes sense. See, this is what I've been trying to say. People just need to change what they value. We can all be orcs. Trade in fruits and vegetables. It's good for you, dang it. Make you grow big and strong and have bones that are twice as thick as a normal human's. Your blood vessels will now course through your bones to protect them. Or something like that. I don't know how long an hour is in the game, and I don't want to waste any more steps. I've already come back here once. Use the den. Well, I guess it isn't that far. It's only going to be 4 steps used in total. 6. Orcs are omnivores, eating diet consisting of high-protein meat, plants combined with high-fat plants. Their green skin also features plant-like chlorophyll, allowing them to survive on sunlight. Well, yeah, it has a huge-ass clock. That is true. It is only 9 now? Oh my God, this goes by so slowly. That'll link but lock off this side. If we do this, we can't. Weight room loses me half my steps, so the only sane choice is the hallway. Move faster, you stupid clock. Faster. So I fear that, I don't know if you guys heard, but Markiplier will be dropping at the end of the month. Iron Lung will be available for purchase on YouTube as a movie. I fear this may have unintended consequences. I fear that if Hollywood realizes how easy it will be to distribute, we'll see even fewer movies in theaters. Hollywood trying to bypass theaters altogether. Now, I think the law of unintended consequences there is that theaters will actually be looking for things to show. So, we'll see. I mean, we already have Kristen Stewart talking about making her own film and putting it straight to YouTube. I mean, the only reason why Markiplier has to put it on YouTube the way he is because to get international distribution for Iron Lung, he had to enter contracts that geo-fenced his ability to distribute the film. Meaning he can only freely distribute it in America. Pretty much everywhere else, it has to be under stupid contracts and BS. Orcs have black hair, being seen on the tops of their heads, chests, arms, legs, and eyelashes. The rest of their body is covered in small scales. The better to protect you with, my dear. Right? Or maybe small-time, non-distribution movies will have an easier time getting into theaters. But the law of unintended consequences that Markiplier accidentally did was that he was trying to get creatives, show that it can be done. What he did, it could be done. Yeah, see, that's my problem, is wider reaching possible results is now Hollywood's going to basically burn through YouTubers, or they're just going to move over to YouTube, like they're already doing. I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed the amount of stupid celebrity podcasts that are just vanity closets. They're literally talking to themselves in the mirror because nobody else cares. Like, I don't care about you as a person. I care about you as a character you played. Like, I'm sorry, Mr. Celebrity. I don't care about you. I'm excited to buy Iron Lung and watch it again. I mean, I'm going to be honest with that. I would have been happier if he chose not to distribute that way at all and just sold physical copies. I'm annoyed that he felt the need to put it out there. Bullshit, it's no longer allowed. Have you seen how some of those people act? I think it's almost a requirement for how... Like, I'm going to be honest, if you've paid attention to Robert Downey Jr., this is my own. I'm not accusing, but I'd be surprised if he's not on something again. Whether legal or not, he's using something again. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what YouTube was built around. Was normal people just being normal people. It's what I want to do. It's like I have stupid thoughts, so I research things and I tell people about them. That's what Wednesday night's all about. I mean, I went from researching the bicambral mind to wait, I can use some of these same theories to actually help people take their mind back from all this media. But I fear that Markiplier's been bought. I'm sorry to say it, but I fear that he had to choose to do things or agree to things so that he could get his movie out there. I'm just going to say it like that. I fear that he has been bought in some way, and I hate to say it that way. I'm terrified to say it that way. Because I really like Markiplier. But I've also noticed a subtle difference in what he... Well, exactly, that's what I mean, blackmailed. I don't think he did any of it intentionally. I don't think he ever went out of his way. Like, I'm not trying to accuse Markiplier of beastifying his channel. But even in his new content, there's a subtle change. Like, he's not as present in what he's doing. Like, something happened in the making of the film and distribution and doing all of that, that a fundamental shift happened in him. It's just like a fundamental shift happened in Jacksepticeye, where something happened like a year or two ago, and Jack's never been quite the same. I still love him, but he's not the same. You know, and I don't know. There's a lot of things with YouTube I'm not really happy with. I mean, especially with the new guy, Neil Mohan, like basically bowing and bending over backwards to get Hollywood into YouTube. You know, I mean, shooting his own platform in the foot. Like, that's his whole purpose as a CEO. I'm just going to shoot it in the foot and bury it so that I get money from Hollywood, because, I mean, he's been wooing these guys so badly. And I think Markiplier was part of that. I mean, Markiplier literally had to force YouTube to allow him to distribute his film on it, even though everything was already there. Right? Like, I know that part. I mean, Markiplier's never quite been the same since he lost his niece. Like, that was terrible. But that's an understandable one. Recently, I almost feel like he feels guilty over something. Oh, Jack? I think Jack finally got some damn good therapy, and that's why he's changed. He no longer feels like he needs to vamp for the camera, make you all love him. Like, he can just be himself. He doesn't have to be the stupid high-energy Irish boy. He can just be Jack. He can be Sean McLaughlin rather than Jacksepticeye. Ha-ha! You were right, Green Jeans. Thank you very much. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father. And I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicion that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost of my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under the cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the Rubik Crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible. And the fact that 2 of the Crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced have given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers. desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtain draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney. Well, apparently that was supposed to be... Well, I guess Courtney can be either male or female name. I'm sticking with the slightly southern gentleman voice. Or whatever you want to call that. I was just having fun. And again, I don't know how much of me changing my voice translates over the mic. In my head, I just told you what it sounded like. No reason to waste steps. Straight ahead. It does good. Nope, nope. Spare room it is. Any name is androgynous if you're brave enough. My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die. Johnny Cash, Boy Named Sue. In case you all are heathens and don't know that. Boop. Beep, boop, beep. Beep, bop. So, security level low. But we're still going to change the offline mode to unlocked. The reason why low right now is because we don't have the utility closet yet. Going forward. Oh man, they want me to... Archives was the best bet. Anything of interest? Key card. You know what, while I'm right here, I'm going to crank it up to high. I don't need to change the offline mode. Okay, that's valid. Boy Named Sue is a classic, though. I would suggest giving it a listen. It's basically about a father that names his boy Sue and then abandons him. Oh, the archives was sheltered from because we had the shelter. Oh, do I get a key? But the Great Hall, which leads to... Like, I need the Great Hall. I was taking a chance. Well, it had 7 locked doors, which means this one's locked too. Poopy. The foundation. We finally found it. Oh, hi, Andy. How you tonight? I do hope good. Well, if I can gain steps, I'm going to gain steps. You're okay? How did your fun time adventure go? Please tell me it was at least okay. Please don't tell me it was complete, you shouldn't have gone. Because I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday you were supposed to go. Burger. I gotta go all the way back. Straight on through till morning. Straight on through to the other side. Hey, here's some doors. Well, he actually runs into him later, and it's not depressing because it actually ends up being very funny at the end. Oh, but that gives me the key I need. And I have the commissary right there. I will take... I mean, I know it locks out a lot. But it guarantees a key and another gem. Then I can just go right over here to the... You had fun, met your friends. They let us sit with them since they knew about my heart condition. Went in the house, definitely creepy. Asked the guy giving the tour about something I saw in a mirror on the wall, and he said people have been seeing things in it all day. So it's confirmed. Nice. Oh, and I liked your spook fit. I think I did give it a thumbs up. But I wanted to make sure you knew that I actually looked at it. I liked it. Grabbing a second key. Then I can just go. It doesn't really matter which way I go. Wasting steps. Straight on through. Now we have 7 locked doors. Okay. Unfortunately, Jordan's shitastic boyfriend came down, and the night after, he sent me a message and started calling me names, and it seems to be out of insecurity, all of which a character you want in Genshin Impact. What is he, 12? Yes. And yes, I did this for a reason. 21? You sure you don't have that backwards? Because it sounds backwards. 21? He sounds like a child. Orcs have 6-prong-shaped heart that maximizes blood flow to keep each organ and muscle is sufficiently energized. For those that are keeping up with the... Yes, Chris Hansen. I knew he meant. Well, he's acting like one. That's why I was making the joke of him being 12. Yes, exactly. Grow the hell up. Okay. I have to open this one so that we can move forward. Parlor might be a good one. That one's useless. And Rotunda, but I don't have enough, so Parlor. Based on how quickly you jumped into name calling, it's making me think they're talking more shit than I know. Let me put it this way. You know you're stuck at the moment. Nobody likes this for you. Nobody. There is not much that can be done at the moment other than to suffer along. But me, I would start kind of figuring out how to do things outside of your friend Jordan. Could be wrong. You know, because I'm not there. I don't really know the truth of it, but what I'm hearing from you, it just, ugh. Well, and that's fine, but your friend Jordan is not calling him out for it. That's not much of a friend. That's a friend that's not supporting you. Like, yeah, sure, if you were being kind of a dweeb or doing something wrong, yeah, completely valid. You know, or if you asked for it, basically. The other two boxes are true. The other two boxes are blue. Well, then you're both lying. The other two boxes are empty. Well, that wasn't very hard. Well, I don't know how hard that's gonna, you know, that shouldn't be that hard to get approved for paratransit, given your conditions. Wanted to see what condition my condition was in. Bumblely doop. We going down, down, down in a burning black ring. It's not really burning. And it was a square, not a ring. I got that all wrong. Right, you're on oxygen. So that tells me what's necessary. Did it just eat the key card? Oh, okay. Oh, I can just call the elevator because I need the basement key for this. You my mine shaft canary. University Health doesn't like handling disability paperwork and claims they can't. Hey, what's up, Ninetails? Well, one, if they're a health company or whatever, that's part of their freaking job. Let's be honest here. That's their job, is handling health concerns. Oh yeah, that was locked. So the Great Hall. No, the Great Hall did stick. And Grenades? Do you know the old TV show Freaky Links? No, wrong one. This one. You know the rap song? Okay, there was an old TV show called Freaky Links. I loved that show. But it disappeared. Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms, which does me no good. This one, at least I can move forward. This goes to the side. It's not locked. 3 keys. How much do I know about Munchausen syndrome? Fascia disorder? Yeah. Munchausen syndrome is probably the only syndrome that bugger it all. That you prove you have it by faking that you have it. It's one of the funniest damn things in the world to me. Like, it shouldn't be funny, but I find it funny. I got a battery pack. Why does it look different than it was before? Why is the layout strange to me? It's basically a syndrome about people looking for attention. Most people know Munchausen by proxy, but they don't realize that there's actually Munchausens where a person can often ask for attention. Well, oh my golly. Am I still sheltered from it? No, I've hit my 3 red room limit. Yeah, I've got lockpicks. Gypsy Rose. I actually know about it because of an old movie called Baron Munchausen. Actually, a pretty decent movie. The drawing room, which I can't do anything with. Oh my God. Thank you. Silver key. And thank you. Oh, yeah, I should probably take a break. Yes, I was jump scared by it. So I will be right back. Well, Coffee, you have a wonderful evening. I'm glad you joined us. Let's see. Well, how much did I miss? I'm doomed, so looking into the syndrome because I'm pretty sure I'm navigating a friendship with someone who has it, and I need to learn how to handle it properly. Right. Doing, not doomed. Got it. There is a story. Mic on, yes. My mic is on, isn't it? Oh, I'm not back at the game. Doomed was the best, yeah. Sorry, I meant to say I'm back. I was just reading. Well, this is supposed to be a new planet, but I also know that there is the EULA, end user license agreement, is actually rather shady. Like, people don't really know what to think of it because the end user license agreement was made by Krafton, who's no longer technically the publisher of the game, but only kind of sorta. But technically, if people stream the game, they're supposed to put a disclaimer when they stream the game that this doesn't reflect the final product because it's an early access or something like that. Like, the end user license agreement doesn't make any damn bit of sense. I'm just saying, like, people are absolutely confused and annoyed because it brought up a whole lot of questions about the game itself. I have only one way forward. Right. Like, you're supposed to put, oh, no, I don't. I don't have to take that many steps backwards. Yeah, see, and that's, I mean, I know we're going to be streaming a group game of Subnautica 2 this Wednesday. But I don't think I'll be playing it anymore on my own, not just because I have mixed feelings about the game playing by myself, but because, yes, it's like space exploration but underwater. Yes. I have mixed feelings about the game because of the EULA. Like, I have my critiques about me playing it by myself, you know, but I think I could actually play it after I got used to it. But after reading the EULA, it's like, I don't know what to expect. I would rather, you know, play with other people so there's more transformative content to it rather than just being me. Drawing room, and I still don't have. Oh, screw you, chapel. Going to the chapel and you're gonna get buried. Well, yeah, but I mean, I can make, I mean, I think, at least I think I'm pretty good at making content, even if it's by myself. Initially playing it by myself, yeah, I felt a little overwhelmed, but I think I got pretty good towards the end, so I think I can handle it. And I still don't have any gems. So I think I could do it, but I'm sketchy about the EULA, and I think being able to spread it around might make it easier. Oh, I love the game. I love Subnautica. It is beautiful. Let's see if we can pick the lock. We can. Too bad. So sad. We screwed up. Well, we have to take the one that's going to make us go forward. I am not stepping in there yet. Thalassophobia. Thalassophobia is also just a fun word to say. This is exactly what I needed. Bathyphobia, just the fear of water. Deep water. Gymnasium off. Off. On if I ever get to it. And I'm just going to leave the key card entry system the way it is. Fear of depths. That's valid. Blocked you. I should have thalassophobia. I should have a fear of drowning. I, however, do not. Exactly. I've almost drowned multiple times. But I'm not afraid of caves. On the other hand, yeah, I'm too big to be a spelunker. Let's see. Well, I don't need it anymore. Yeah, I figured all that out. Okay. Just use the... Oh, I should have used the lock picks. I could have possibly picked the lock. Workshop. Conference room. Workshop. Yeah, Nutty Putty Cave. Yeah, controlled environment. I get that. Okay. Keycard battery pack? Nope. Okay. Yeah, but the broken lever won't let me do anything, and I can't get there. I have 4 steps left. I can go back down to the gymnasium and hopefully get a decent room. At least I can solve a puzzle. Ha! Sorry, Ninetales, I just read that. That's funny. 15. 2 times 5 is 10. Five minus 1 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. Fear of bugs isn't really the bugs. I have a fear of being unclean. Oh, that's an interesting one. So 18 times, or 18 minus 8 is 10, times 4 is 40, divided by 20 is 20. No, it would have been 2. Dag, nab, it. Times is 10. I already forgot how I 4, 2. And this is the one that would have been 2. Haha! Absolute keys I do not need. Nor can I even use. This was a good run for what we solved and everything like that. But here we end it. In the gymnasium, like the b-ball king I am. Or something. The red villa. Because I had more red than pretty much anything. Five red rooms. Sorry, I decided to take a load off. Might stand later. Let's see what the outbuilding has for us today. Hey! Tomb! We haven't hit this one yet. Oh, this was the secret room. This was the key to finding a lot. I'm trying to remember the order of the doors and such. Each of our journeys comes to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? I remember that there was... Yeah, it's just the puzzle, which was the order in which you push those down. I think it was... No, the cleaner... Farmer, where's one of... These are the ones that you see in the... Okay, I already hit that one. Cook. Okay, did I miss one? Did I screw it up? Oh my God. So, let's reset it. Because I only have to get it right once. I remember it was basically in a circle, except for two were swapped. Open only in the event of my death. So here's where it all ends, at least for me, and all of the picturesque places of this grand estate. I choose the dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest, and that same dim, sober fate fell upon my father, and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition. And family tradition, thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and proposal of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memory, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with the realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried beneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods and the worldly mountains. and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is that dumped me? Is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break, these chains, then I would cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce. More than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains, this cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric, and to, in turn, as recompensance for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. The true reason for tradition is that to inspire the next. That to understand the reason for doing a thing. Was it going around in a circle like this and then come back to here? I know I really wish I had remembered to pay attention to the chapel, but we hadn't run across the tomb yet, so I hadn't really thought about paying attention. Was it this way? Oh my God, come on. Hey, Green Jeans, do you remember the order? Because I remember it was the order in the chapel. Had to do with the order of the... Yeah, okay. Might have to go to the manor and actually get the chapel so that we can get that right. I just wasn't sure because I know you were here before and you helped me figure it, and we figured it out. Straight up the middle. Den, coat, check, guest room. Yeah, we're just going to the den. See, that just bends back. Let's go this way. Chapel, there we go. So 1 is the hoe. Two is the broom. Hoe, broom. Wait. That's 4, 5, not 2. So it's hoe, spatula, fork, sweep, broom, crop, magister. So 4 is what you're missing. Which is this chimney sweep. So hoe, paddle, fork, sweep, broom, crop, scepter. We got all that? There we go. I went the wrong way. We've got plenty of ways to go. Might as well grab some stuff on the way. I meant to go down this way. Grab a key. I don't remember needing a key. And we still have plenty of room for other places. But first, we're going to the tomb. The tomb of unknown soldier. So go straight ahead. Hoe. Paddle. Fork. Sweep. Paddle. No, not paddle. Broom. Right? Because we just did, yeah. Broom. Crop. Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, the one place in the USA that security is allowed to kill you if you try anything destructive. Absolutely. Because that shows an extreme disrespect. Like, I don't care if you like the USA or not. Don't cheapen the lives of the people that literally laid their lives down for your freedom to be annoyed with them. Yes. Can I move? I forgot about that. Sup, Ghost? How you doing, buddy? We're in the crypt. Well, tomb. That seems to lead to catacombs. I remember there's a bunch of things to learn down here. Yeah. Right? I am doing well myself. Oh wait, can I push it even further forward? Nope. So all I can do is pull it back. To restrict my... Then we have this. Upgrade disk. Need to find a computer. Concealed entrance, cliffside exit, minecart, fountain entrance, tomb, torch, rotating gear, north lever. And urban. How much of that book do I remember? It's urban because of the city symbol. I can't remember the centerpiece. This was... I don't remember. Right? Oh yeah, I can't tell which... Yeah, this was on the opposite side. Okay, I didn't miss a doorway. This should lead to here. But there's a boat. I can take the boat, right? And this should lead to the basement. Right? I wish we could keep the damn maps. So I've done what I can from this side. Like, if I remember right, there's... Like, we could go down the exterior elevator and do things, but I had to open parts of this up now to get this here. So how's Ghosty well? Oh, wait, I already asked you how you were doing. And I am doing well. Solving puzzles. Enjoying my evening. Getting stuff done. Having fun now. Now, because I moved the minecart, can I can't remember if this is... Yeah, this is automatic basement. Sure. I'm always willing to know things I don't know. Or something. To learn things I don't know. Well, that's cool. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're an absolute jerk. I don't know. I shouldn't say it's cool. It's interesting to, like, think about the VTuber space. Because I would so love to, like, have my own VTuber just for fun. But I found out, you know, that those rigging and all of that, I am not good at that. Nope. Can't do it. I don't have that open yet. Yeah. Well, then his loss. Like, being an emotional disaster is just useless. Like, I mean, maybe therapy and stuff, that might be a different matter, because it sounds like they're compensating. Or they're very insecure, but is it their fault? Like, was there other factors that made them super insecure? Not that I'm trying to make excuses. I'm just saying that, you know, if somebody needs therapy, they need therapy. They need help. Whether I like that person or not doesn't take away from the idea that if people need help, they need help. Doesn't excuse the cheating, doesn't excuse anything else. So please understand, don't get me wrong. Okay. I have enough to get both the shovel and the sledgehammer. Gotta say, that's a unique name for a Twitch handle, and I like it. I mean, my dude might still be a douchebag, but at least that was a creative name. Are you just really trying to lock me out of everything already? Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of assumed that was the idea behind the tiny brain plays, was they were leaning into the idea of, I don't have a brain. Right? Nothing. Workshop. I can use you. And often you have the broken lever. Bop. Bop. What? No? Oh. Okay. Oh, that's right. I need the energy thing to make a power version of it. Okay. I never got into the whole, like, online role-playing thing. I don't know. It felt weird for me. I think I take things too literally. Like, it doesn't quite work. I tried. Which is weird because I like tabletop RPGs. But I think it's the rule set that I really like about them. You know, working within the rules, playing the game, that kind of thing. And RP servers tended to be more arbitrary with roleplay. Like, people would make up rules because they made up rules. Okay, well, that makes sense. Like, those are the parts that attracted me to it, but it was the rules that people placed on it that really did it in for me. I was part of an online writers thing. Like, it wasn't role play. Like, we were actually like a group story. Each one of us had our own storyline, but we had to follow rules that the others set forward. We called ourselves a writing group. But, I mean, it ended up not very good. And I don't know what happened to that. I mean, but that was all the way back on... How do I enhance a hallway? One locked trunk or key? Honestly, I think the key's more... I mean, I won't always have a key to open the locked trunk, but a key in the hallway is always pretty good. Right. Well, and exactly, that was often what I would run into because I was never the popular guy. So I would run into people making arbitrary rules just to stop me from having fun. I finally got the message that they just really didn't want me being there. So I just stopped doing it. You know, that's, yeah. The statement on one of the other two boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. This box contains gems. This box is black. The statement on one of the other two boxes would be true if you... But does that mean that... I'm not sure about the rules on that. Okay, I guessed right, because that was me assuming that just because it said it was going to be true meant that it was true. None of these get me further, but this gives me the most choices. Yeah, I hate the arbitrary rules, and then when you do something because they didn't think of it first and you made a really cool character, they have to stop you from having the really cool character. Absolute Menace. I knew some of them didn't want me there, but I didn't want to leave, and nobody wanted to tell the 13 to 15-year-old go away. See, that was the other problem I had with RP servers. As soon as like literal children started joining, I was out. I was not going to mess with that. Like, I'm not blaming the kids, but I personally don't think children belong to be online prior to, you know, certain ages. Like, children should not be allowed to be online. I hate to say that, but I think between 16 and 18 is the earliest they should be online. Anything younger, yeah, see, that's just rife for problems. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong in that scenario. Right? It's a secret passage. Oh my God. Well, that's illegal. Let alone, I didn't want to deal with some child blackmailing me over an RP scenario, which, I mean, the characters' ages were different than the actual ages. You know, it muddies the whole thing up. It just felt wrong to even think about trying to mess with it. You know what I mean? Like, it felt wrong because it would be so easily taken advantage of. But also that the children could make it even worse. Well, and also the thing with, you know, RP servers is you're just making shit up. You know, the rules don't really matter. Right. Okay, I open the straight ahead one. I haven't opened that up. Yes, yes, we know the watering can. I don't know, again, it feels so arbitrary to me when you're RPing because, yeah, they set some ground rules, but the reality is that the whole situation could be very different. I don't know, they're just, like, even in canon, but what do you accept as canon? You know, I'm not trying to, like, but how far out of canon do you take it? Like, what do you accept as canon? What's, you know, where's the limits lie? Which, I mean, that's probably my problem is that I mess with limits all the time. You know, you tell me there's a limit to something, I want to find out how to mess with that limit. That's why I like the concrete rules of tabletop RPGs. Like, I can mess with the rules within the rules of the RPG, like D&D and such. But in somebody's arbitrary role-playing server, it's not the same thing to me. They just made it up. You know, let alone the power limits of whatever character you're grabbing. Oh my God. At least I can go to the friggin'... I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, it's just not my thing. I'm not trying to tear it down or anything like that. I'm just saying, for me, it was a confusing mess. 16 divided... Well, which one first? Divided by 8 is 2. Divided by 2 is 1. But 16 divided by 2... is 8 divided by 8. Okay, it doesn't matter. So 23 minus 13 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. Isn't that where we started? Like, I'm not trying to say that, oh, people that RP online are crazy or make arbitrary... No, that's... I'm saying, to me, it seemed like arbitrary rules. Even though they had, you know, hard set rules they set up, they had a hard time telling me why those rules were the ones they went with. Like you said, with semi-canon. Okay, well, it's semi-canon. So why can't I just go outside of that? Well, yeah, but who chooses if you pass the exams or not? You know, I mean, like, oh, I passed my exams. Well, how do you know? Well, because that's part of the narrative. Okay, staff. See, again, that's what confuses me. Like, who chooses what? Like, again, you know, I'm overcomplicating it and overthinking it. I'm literally saying this is my problem, not the RP's problem. This is why I stepped away. Because I have the problem of overthinking it and trying to make it more complicated than it really is, just because that's how my brain works. So I'm sorry if I'm making things confusing. You know, that I'm trying to like pick it apart or something like that. Right. You know, so you get what I mean. You know, it's like, it's the arbitrary rules that were never explained why they got there. Like, to me, just because it's not explicitly stated that there aren't vampires in Naruto, in my brain, it's like, well, have you ever seen... Right. See, for me, it would be, have you ever seen vampires in Naruto? It would have to be what's either on the show or on the page in the manga. Like, these were the rules that would be hard and fast to me. Is that it has to be seen on camera for you to be able to use it. And okay, I still have, what's today's dinner? Stuffed wild quail. Oh, but I can buy food. Tomato soup? No. See, but I don't care about the wiki because the wiki is fan edited. You know, in my head, you know, because in my autistic brain, it's like, well, you never saw it on the page. So why do you get to make that up? Like, it was never on the page, so where did you come from it? Right, that's what I mean. It's fan edited. Well, but that's what I'm saying is it doesn't matter, like, what various yokai or whatnot are available in Japanese lore. To me, in my brain, it would have to be, you would have had to have seen it on the show. Otherwise, what's the point? If you're not seeing that on the show, in my brain, that just means that you're just making shit up now. Should be one more item, shouldn't there? Was it 3 or 4? Yeah, 4 items. I only picked up... Am I missing something? Because I had the dice and the 2 gems. Yes, I have heard of Cat Island. No, I didn't. Oh my God. This is the worst room or building. I have to figure out how to get a utility closet. So I have to go through to the aquarium, down to the boudoir, across, down to the commissary. I like the idea of Cat Island. Down to the boudoir, yes. Right, I'm not missing any other, yeah, we're locked out. straight down. See, I like the idea of Cat Island. I like the idea of, let's see, salt. I don't want to waste my money. You thought it would be around for much longer? What happened to it? Did it go away? Though it wouldn't be around for much longer. Why not? It's very small. Well, that's not going to do any good to draft. Unique bunk room for extra bed. Oh, okay, so they're... Well, yeah, I knew that it was mostly abandoned. So nothing that's going to get me the key... Well, the office might have a key card in it. But the guest bedroom is also known for having items. So let's hope. Great. Well, and I kind of understand them wanting to fix the cats because you can't have, it go rampant. I'm just trying to make sure that I didn't get everything. And frankly, I'm surprised that Waves or Tsunami haven't covered it. I have not. The only place I have been in Japan is Tokyo Narita Airport. Or Narita Airport, however you want to call it. That was literally it. And there is no way. I had almost everything I needed and then just couldn't get the key card. Yeah. I had a 3-hour layover, but because of traffic, I don't know if there were like road construction problems or whatnot. I couldn't even go into Tokyo just to say I'd been there. Yeah, boudoir, dining hall. Then security. What was I thinking of? Right. Oh, that's right. I want to... Well, none of those are going to do me any good because I know exactly where the 30 coins are. It's out in the tomb. Not sure where the 5 gems are. And 0 keys, 0 fruit. Okay. Guys, I was going to go for 3 hours, but I am getting super tired. I might actually call it early just because I'm getting tired. I shouldn't be tired. But I know that there's a storm moving in again. The Black Swan Inn next year. Tons of art vendors too. Cool. Yeah, it's like I was going to, but I don't know what it is. I just got hit with like zoning out. Like I feel kind of bad because I am not doing the job right. And all it looks like is just clouds moving in, so I don't know why my brain... Fake belt buckle by tonight. Well, see, that's the beauty of my life. I don't really have anything that's that crucial. Like I said, I was going to go later, but I'm tired. And you notice I'm staying well hydrated, so it's not that. Yeah, I think I just need rest. So, love you guys. Have fun. I'll see you tomorrow. Playing Franbo. I'm at least going to finish it, even though I'm not... I don't know. It's not as fun to me as I hoped it would be. I kind of hate saying that. But... I don't know. It was an early innovator that didn't quite capture the magic that some of the later games did. But I'm still going to finish it. Because that's just the right thing to do. You know, I started it. I'm going to finish it. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Ghost is streaming tomorrow morning. Generally 10 o'clock Central, or is it 9 o'clock Central? Well, Ghost is probably still here, so he could probably tell me properly. Is it 9 or 10? Is it... Tomorrow morning. His usual time. Oh, you're doing tomorrow night? Oh, that is so much better. So tomorrow night, I know this one, it'll be 5 o'clock Central. So, hope to see you there. Have fun, guys. Bye-bye.